म्यूट
माता जी
करिए
म्यूट
आपका फोन।
किया
नहीं है
किया।
म्यूट। अरे आप बोल रहे हो तो कैसे म्यूट हो सकता है? आप बात कर रहे हो ना? हाँ, अब म्यूट है। गौतम, जस्ट चेक एवरीवन's phone should be muted. Okay, so today is very wonderful day, Advaita Acharya's appearance day. The appearance is also for a cause. The cause is to bring a Lord to distribute that wonderful compassion, the highest compassion to the whole world. So 148 to 116th chapter. Let us continue. Because previous to these verses, we saw that how Advaita Acharya used to steal the dust of the lotus feet of the Lord, because Lord was not allowing him to touch his feet. Then he used to wait for the opportunity when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to fall in ecstasy, be unconscious at that time. Advaita Acharya used to wash the lotus feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with his tears, take the dust. And when all the devotees used to relate what happened when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was unconscious, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu exhibited an anger, outward anger, saying that you are not giving me your mercy, but you are taking my, you're a thief. You are taking my property. So then Advaita Acharya says what to do. You are independent. You can befriend a person of your mercy. Narada comes, Sudama comes. They come to take your mercy. But what you do, you wash their feet. Not only wash their feet, you drink that water also. So in this way, you are not allowing me also to take the dust. Is it right on your part? And in this, when the argument goes, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then says, you are my property. I am your property. I stay in your heart. I am your property. You can distribute me to whoever you want. You can sell me, not even distribute, you can sell me to whomever you want. That much love Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has for Advaita Acharya. He declares that you are the best servant. Advaita Acharya, he is Mahavishnu and Sadashiv incarnation, double incarnation. Karanadakshayi Vishnu expands as the Sadashiv. So it is said that Mahasudarshan expands as Karanadakshayi Vishnu and Sadashiv. And when the news comes that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to appear, Krishna is going to take the mood of Srimati Radharani and appear in the earthly planet. Because mood of Radharani is the highest compassion. Krishna has restricted his compassion in the verse Ye yathamam prapadyanti tan sathaiva bhajamyaham. So to the extent a person comes to me, I will go to him. That restricts his compassion. But then how to deliver Kali Yuga people? Radharani tells Krishna, you take my mood. So the news is spread in the whole eternal world. Krishna is going to take the mood of Srimati Radharani and going to appear. So the highest compassion is going to be bestowed to everyone. Anarpita Shatim Chirat. Anarpitaha Shuchim Chirat. Na karunayaha avatirna kalau. There is no other incarnation where Krishna has bestowed such a anarpitaha. There is such a wonderful compassion. So that is why the happiness is exhibited by Sadashiv and Karanadakshayi Vishnu, Mahavishnu. That is how Advaita Acharya appears. Advaita Acharya is Vishnu Tattva. He appears in the form of an Acharya, taking the mood of an Acharya. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is very small. When Advaita Acharya used to give classes, Advaita Acharya called Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He did Umkara, calling Krishna, come soon, come soon. See the people in West Bengal, they are all having so much of pride in their knowledge. They don't have a tinge of devotional service. There is no devotional love for Krishna, but the pride of knowledge is there. So only you can come and remove such pride. Now, Advaita Acharya could have also done this because he is Mahavishnu himself, but intentionally he did not do any rasabhas. There is a purpose for an incarnation. He doesn't want to interfere in that purpose. That is why he waits for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to come. Now Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is born and so small boy, he goes to the Advaitacharya's class where his brother Vishwarupa used to attend the class of Advaitacharya. So he used to go as a small boy, 2-3 years boy, only dressed in the ornaments and some langot. And Advaitacharya just to see the beauty of this small little boy. He used to go to call his brother Vishwarupa because his mother, after cooking, used to say, go and call him. Why is he sitting in the class? Mother and father used to be in anxiety that he is going and attending, his elder boy is going and attending the class of Advaitacharya. Maybe that he may take sannyas. And it really happened that he took sannyas at that time. They were very angry, especially Sachimata was very angry with Advaitacharya. But then we know how when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is distributing the love of God, except for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, except for Sachimata, everybody were feeling the ecstasy, except for Sachimata. So Sachimata asked the reason, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, because you have offended a great devotee Advaitacharya, that is why you are not experiencing that ecstatic love. Go and ask forgiveness. And she goes to take the dust of Advaitacharya. So Advaitacharya is a powerful devotee, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has declared that you are a wonderful devotee. I accept you as my most wonderful devotee. So we'll continue with the 148th verse of 16th chapter Chaitanya Bhagavat. देखी मूर्ख दरिद्र ये वैष्णवे रहसे तार पूजा वित्त कभू कृष्णेरे न वासे. Krishna never accepts the offerings and worship of one who ridicules a Vaishnava, considering him foolish or poor. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna himself, he accepted the offerings of Shuklambar Brahmachari. But here the verse says he never accepts the offerings of those who ridicule a Vaishnava. Whoever criticizes a Vaishnava, even though he may be very rich, having so much of opulences, but Krishna doesn't like to take any offerings from such a person. We have the example of Krishna rejecting the 56 bhogas made by Duryodhana, but accepted Vidurani's peels, banana peels. By Sri Gaurasundar's settlement of the topmost platform of Raganuga spontaneous love as ultimate goal of regulative devotional service. So the topmost platform is a Raganuga Bhakti. Every one of us are doing some devotion because we are in devotional path. But it is because we are at the platform of sadhana. At the level of sadhakas, we are to be told, wake up early, chant the holy name, do the 16 rounds early in the morning. Actually, morning hours are meant for chanting the 16 rounds, not that I do whole day. Why is it recommended that one should chant during the Brahma Muhurta? Because at that time, the power is more in the atmosphere. Satoguna will help a sadhaka to relish the holy name. Whole day you may chant, but that whole day chanting will not be so effective if we are taking it as our prescribed rounds. In our prescribed rounds, it is said morning hours are the best to develop a sadhaka. Only at the level of prema bhakti, where it is spontaneous love. What is the meaning of spontaneous raganuga love? Following the footprints, raga anugaha. Anugaha means following the footprints of the Parshatas of Vrindavan. That is why Bhakti Shastri is very important. Those who have not done Bhakti Shastri, I request all of you to take a Bhakti Shastri course. We are starting again. Where Nectar of Devotions clearly speaks about Raga Anuga Bhakti. This is the highest platform, spontaneous love. We need an alarm to wake up, isn't it? Raga Anuga Bhaktas, they don't feel like to sleep at all. Even if they sleep also, that sleep is just a formality to wake up early in the morning and chant the holy name. So Raganuga Bhaktas means following the footprints of the Parshadas of Vrindavan. That stage is ultimate and which cannot be just imitated. It is the mercy of Yashoda Mata, Vrindavan Vasis, to give that love for Krishna. And that should be the goal of life. Satisfaction in devotional service is the greatest impediment in progress of devotional service. A sadhaka should never be satisfied. A sadhaka should always have that hankering to go to this stage of Raganuga Bhakti. And if that satisfaction, in that also there should not be a satisfaction. Satisfaction, laulyam is the word which is very clearly told in the conversation between Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Ramananda Rai. What is the topmost bhakti? Laulyam. The laulyam means the greed to do more. You have more time, you chant more. You have to be very, very vigilant about your activities. How much time am I wasting in gossiping? How much time am I wasting in those things which has no sense? So if I waste my time, this time is very precious. It's not going to come back again. That is why the goal of life, why Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Prabhupada has written here. By Gaurasundar's ascertainment of the topmost platform of Raganuga as ultimate goal of regulative devotional service. Regulative devotional service implies sadhakas, sadhana bhakti, where regulation has to be followed. When Srila Prabhupada has asked us to wake up early in the morning, we have to do it. There is no if and but to that. For that, we have to sleep early. Waking up early in the morning requires a proper sleep for a sadhaka, because sadhaka cannot go with 2 hours sleep or 3 hours sleep or 4 hours sleep. He needs minimum 6 hours sleep. If minimum proper 6 hours sleep is there, 10 o'clock you sleep properly. If you sleep 4 o'clock, you can easily wake up. That is why it is given here, ultimate goal of regulative devotional service. If regulative devotional service is not properly practiced, if it is not properly practiced, then that is going to affect our sadhana. The pride of being a devotee will creep inside our consciousness. And that is the ultimate pride and the greatest, you can see, the ultimate pride which will make us fall down in our practice. So we should never have that feelings also that I am a devotee. No, I am in the devotional path because of the mercy of our acharyas. That's why this first line is the most important line. Every word is very important. Topmost platform of Raganuga is the ultimate goal. That spontaneous life should be hankered. It is understood that the glories and sweetness of Anuraga is situated beyond all arrangements in the path of Archana. So now see again, glories and sweetness of Anuraga is situated beyond all arrangements in the path of Archana. This Vaidhi Bhakti requires some type of Archana, proper Archana. But that love surpasses even so-called arrangements also. Those who think themselves highly advanced in sensually acquired knowledge invite their own destruction by analyzing Vaishnavas from a materialistic point of view. Okay. So, this is again a very, very highly advanced in sensually acquired knowledge. We should be very, very careful about it. Although such people blinded by pride of material enjoyment may beget many children, may become greatly prosperous, and may take birth in respectable families, they cannot understand that only a Vaishnava can become a guru. So it is not the materialistic advancement which categorizes a guru. He must be a wonderful Vaishnava and he should follow the regulative principles very nicely. His goal of life should be to attain that spontaneous love for Krishna. Traditions like the artificial worship and the giving of initiation that are found in the families of the acharyas are simply blindness due to pride. Again, gurus are not identified with their families. It is not that he is born to a particular Goswami, that he is also fit to be given, he is fit to give initiation. No. That is why the concepts found in the philosophy of the caste Goswamis are unable to define a Vaishnava. So who is a Vaishnava? Vaishnava is one who always is eager to serve Krishna, who knows the value of time. Please don't waste time. Time is very, very precious. We don't know next moment what is going to happen. Time is very precious. As much as possible, give time to Krishna consciousness. All things are only a waste of time because it is only bodily concept. Despite it said, after long study of the Vedas, learned scholars consider Vaishnavas who have already attained the fruit of Vedic studies as ignorant fools, poverty-stricken, and worthy of ridicule. But Krishna never accepts worship or the ingredient of worship from such proud persons. So if we have a small tinge of pride, Krishna doesn't accept. That is why Bhuta Shuddhi is done before offering ingredients to Lord. The most important prayer. Naham varani nachanarapatirnapi vaishona shudro. So this verse, which is most important, it has to be chanted. If we don't chant this verse, then we think that I am a Rahasta, I am a Brahmachari, I am a Sannyasi, or I am a Kshatriya, I am a Brahmana. So such type of pride Krishna does not accept. Instead, Krishna says, I am Dasan Dasaha. Krishna says, somebody says like this every day, that I am just Dasa Dasan Dasaha. I am just the servant of the servants of the servants of the servants of Lord. A poor Vaishnava's offerings of everything is proof that he is free from greed of objects not related to Krishna. Therefore, until one becomes an unalloyed Vaishnava, he cannot satisfy Krishna. Unalloyed. What is the meaning of unalloyed? There should not be any motives behind devotional service. There should not be any interruptions in the path of devotional service. Today I will do very nicely. That is why sadhana chart, very important. Every one of you should have the sadhana chart. After a month, you have to present that sadhana chart. And when opportunity comes, I will be showing that to our Guru Maharaj. Because initially such type of vigilance is required till the taste for holy name comes, till the taste for following the regulatory principles come. It should be from within, that I should not waste time. Night is for sleeping, morning is for waking up. You are not meant to waste your time till night. Night is meant to have simple food. You cannot have opulent food at night. So that morning you can wake up easily. In this regard, one should discuss the two verses from Srimad Bhagavatam, beginning with Yesham sa Esha Bhagavan Yasyaham Anugrahami. So the verses are put in the Bhagavatam. Yesham sa Esha Bhagavan Dayeda Antaha Anantaha Sarvatmanashrita Pado Yadi Nirvyalikam Te Dustaram Atitaranti cha Devamayam Naisham Mamaham Itidi Shwa Shrigala Bhakshi. By anyone who is specifically favored by the Lord, the personality of Godhead, due to unalloyed surrender unto the service of Lord, can overcome the insurmountable ocean of illusion and can understand the Lord. But those who are attached to this body, which is meant to be eaten at the end by dogs and jackals, cannot do so. So one has to come out of illusion. Whatever the things around is nothing but a temporary things which are there. Our only thing, what is real, is love for Krishna. So what Krishna does, Yasyaham anugrahami harishita dharam shanai tato adhanam tajanti yasyaha sujanam dukkhadukkhitam. So whoever Krishna specially favors, Krishna says, I I gradually deprive him of his wealth. Then the relatives and the friends of such a poverty-stricken man abandon him. In this way, he suffers one distress after another. So relatives and friends also deprive. So it is good. If you're too much surrounded by your relatives and friends, you don't have time for sleeping early and also waking up early. That is why whoever Krishna favors, and what Krishna does, he gives nice time. Because unalloyed devotional service is hankered for. Whatever you hanker, Krishna will give. Vaishnavas always consider the concepts of attaining material objects to be as insignificant as the concepts found in the state of dream, and the attainment of perishable objects to be as insignificant as a state of awakening in this material world. So whatever material objects, whatever hankering is done, that is also a waste of time. Whatever talks also we do, that is also a waste of time. You have to note down what talks we do. Actually, it is just a waste of time. Therefore, they are always situated far away from material enjoyers who resemble the Prakritaha Sahajyas. There are Prakrita Sahajyas who also want to enjoy the life at the same time, chanting the holy name. They are Prakrita Sahajyas, they take up devotional service in a comfortable zone. Doesn't work. But on seeing the opulences of the foremost devotees like Pundarik Vidyanidhi, Rai Ramananda, materialists' observation of materialistic tendencies in such devotees' sensual activities increases their bewilderment. There are kings like Kulashekar Alvar who have been given opulences. Pundarik Vidyanidhi, he was a zamindar, he was Raja actually, Raya Ramananda. So such opulences, some materialistic people may think, oh, he's enjoying the opulences. No, he's utilizing the opulences in Krishna's service. Opulences are meant to be used in Krishna's service. So that is why the example of Shuklambar Brahmachari is given. There is a person who is earning just 10,000 rupees and giving a monthly donation of 1,000 rupees. There is a person who earns 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs and giving a monthly donation of 1,000 rupees. What it implies? He is using his opulences for his comforts. On the other hand, there is a person who is really struggling, but is eager to serve Krishna. This is because they are blinded by intoxication of sense enjoyment, the conviction that Krishna is the only object of enjoyment. There is no object of enjoyment other than him is most desirable for the devotees of Vishnu. So it is only Krishna who is meant to enjoy the things. We are not. We are just enjoyed by Krishna. Under the influence of such greed, those who are enthusiastic about Krishna's form, qualities, associates, characteristics, and pastimes attain auspiciousness due to having worshipped Vasudeva in hundreds of previous births and having taken shelter of the holy names. They receive the opportunity to display their exemplary process of worshipping on the path of Anuraga. So enthusiasm is the most important aspect to progress in devotional service. Saha nishchaya dhairya tat karma pravartana. If you are enthusiastic, you can progress. Dullness will never allow us to progress. Anxiety will not allow us to progress in devotional service. So materialistic anxiety should not be there. In fact, there should be a spiritual anxiety. A spiritual anxiety is like, tomorrow is Saturday. Yes, I have to wake up early and come to the temple for Mangalarti. That is one day, let me go for Mangalarti. So in this way, the enthusiasm should be, oh, let me wake up early in the morning, chant the holy name, take bath, chant the holy name, and do the Mangalarti at home and complete my rounds and study and read and hear. So this is the enthusiasm which always will keep you alive in Krishna consciousness, which will keep you healthy in Krishna consciousness. Health in Krishna consciousness is dependent on your enthusiasm. That is why Tukaram Maharaj says, be always a child. We think that we have done so much. We have done our duties. Now we are aged. No, we are always young. That 16-year concept should be always there within our consciousness. Yes, I am a young girl. I am a young boy. I am just a child of Krishna. So this youngness will keep us enthusiastic. The tiredness is there at the level of mind. Mind should be healthy. If mind is healthy, mind always thinks about Krishna, mind always thinks about how to serve the Vaishnavas, then the body automatically becomes energetic. The moment the mind goes on thinking something nonsense, waste the time in something nonsense, then the body becomes very, very lethargic. That Shri Hari is controlled only by his devotees and does not even accept the worship of non-devotees is explained in the Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 31st chapter, 21 as follows. Na bhajati kumanishitam sa ijyam harir adhanatma dhanapriyo rasakyaha shutadhanakula karmanam madairye vidadhati papam akinchaneshu tatsatsu. The Supreme Personality of Godhead becomes very dear to those devotees who have no material possessions, but are fully happy in possessing the devotional service of the Lord. Indeed, the Lord relishes the devotional activities of such devotees. Those who are puffed up with material education, wealth, aristocracy, fruitive activity are very proud of possessing material things, and they often deride the devotees. Even if such people offer the Lord worship, the Lord never accepts them. The moment you deride a Vaishnava, Satam Nindanamna Paramaparadam Vente, the moment you start deriding and thinking that materialistic, thinking that the Vaishnava is having only a materialistic activity, no. We should always have a love for our Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, the advanced Vaishnavas. If we have that love, then Krishna accepts everything from us. The moment we start deriding the Vaishnavas, then Krishna does not accept. Whatever we may give opulent thing to him, Krishna will not accept. Akinchana prana Krishna sarva veda vedegaya sakshate gauranga ye tahari dekhaya. All the Vedas sing Krishna is life and soul of those who have no material possessions. Gauranga personally demonstrated this. Krishna is like the life and soul of those akinchanas who have no attachment for any object in this world. Namo kinchana vittaya vivritta gulavittaye. Kunti Maharani also speaks about this. Akinchana devotee. They don't have time to waste for any material things. This fact is sung by all the Vedas and the literatures in pursuance of the Vedas. Gaur Sundar was the Acharya, preacher of that confidential Vedic knowledge. Through his devoted servants, the Lord revealed the insignificance of material conceptions and expertise in abstracting the essence of the Vedas. Those who hear topics about the past tense of Shuklambar and Gaurasundar have undergone the sanskara of piercing their spiritual ears. There's a sanskara of piercing the ears. Now, what should be pierced? The spiritual ears should be pierced. And while rendering loving service at the feet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they become known as Gaudiyas in the form of beggars in the temple of devotional service. So we should beg, not think that I'm doing so much. We should beg for devotional service. We get devotional service, take it. At that time when a person says, no, I have done now. Again what? No. You have to beg for devotional service. That is why it is written here. Gaudiyas. If you call yourself a Gaudiyas, then you should be a beggar in the temple of devotional service. But while identifying themselves as Gaudiyas, they do not try to commit suicide by remaining far away from the service of Chaitanya's lotus feet and thereby become averse to the service of Govinda. Now, see such a powerful statements. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada has written that if you call yourself a Gaudiya, don't try to commit suicide. And what is the real Atmaha? Remaining away from the service of the Lord. Seeking the service, begging for the service should be the characteristic of a Gaudiya. These 2 points are very, very important. Today in summary, you can write these 2 points. Begging and not trying to commit the suicide. Shuklambar Tandula Bhojana Ye Shune Se Prema Bhakti Paya Chaitanya Charane. One who hears about how the Lord ate Shuklambar's rice attains unalloyed devotional service at the feet of Lord Chaitanya. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Chandra Jana Vrindavana Dasa Tachu Pade Yugegana, accepting Shri Chaitanya and Nityananda Prabhu as my life and soul, I Vrindavan Das sing the glories of their lotus feet. Thus ends this English translation of the Gaudiya Bhashya commentary on Shri Chaitanya Bhagavat Madhya Khanda, chapter 16, entitled The Lord's Acceptance of Shuklam Verse Arise. So here we stop. Any doubts you can ask. So tomorrow Saturday, who are all residing in Thane and who are residing outside Thane also can come, take advantage of the morning programs. 5:30 will be the Mangalarti, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock the chanting classes, 8 to 8:30 worship of Lord Lakshmi Narasimha through 108 verses, 108 names of Narasimha, Tulsi Archana, and then a small class on the next 10 names of Narasimha. Last time we did the first 10 names of Narasimha with the meanings and some of the leelas of Narasimha. So try to take advantage and come for morning program. Hare Krishna. So no more questions. We'll stop.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। माता जी, उत्साह निश्चय धैर्य जो बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट चीज है, वो कभी होता है कि उत्साह है तो धैर्य नहीं है, धैर्य है तो डेडिकेशन नहीं है, तो ये तीनों को हम साथ में रख के आगे कैसे चल सके माता जी?
हमें हमेशा गुरु के आश्रय में रहकर इन सबको पालन करना। उत्साह, धैर्य, निश्चय, गुरु के आश्रय में रहेंगे तो हमेशा, कभी कभी धैर्य कम हो जाता है तो तुरंत अपने शिक्षा गुरु, दीक्षा गुरु से आश्रय लेना है। मतलब कभी कभी निश्चय कम हो गया या उत्साह कम हो गया, इसीलिए डिवोशनल सर्विस अनुराग, या अनु शब्द जो है, ये अनु यानी फॉलोइंग द फुटप्रिंट्स। I'll tell you a nice example in this. जब हमने फर्स्ट प्रीचिंग चालू किया था हिरानंदानी में, फर्स्ट एवर प्रीचिंग which started this side was from Mira Road Temple. So practically I used to stand on the streets, visit the houses. So तभी ऐसे हुआ, यहाँ चालू होने के बाद थोड़ी समय के बाद हमें यहाँ से जाओ बोले, हम कहाँ जाएं? चलो हम लोकपुरम में गए, तो वहां से भी बोले वहां से भी जाओ। अब क्या करें, कहीं भी हॉल नहीं और लोग इतने इकट्ठा हो रहे हैं। क्योंकि एक डिवोटी थे, वो बहुत ही, अभी क्या बोले, बहुत ज्यादा कॉम्पिटिटिव माइंड के थे, तो हम लोग तो छोड़ दिए थे, ठीक है कर लो यहाँ। फिर वहां भी गए, वहां से भी बोले वहां से भी आप जाओ। अभी डिवोशन में ही, अब देखिए उन डिवोटी को बहुत ज्यादा ये था कि मेरा एरिया है, मुझे करना है, तो बाद में आए। फिर ऐसे ही आकाश को देख रहे थे, क्योंकि 6 डेज का प्रोग्राम हो गया था, 7th डे का प्रोग्राम, अब कहीं भी जगह नहीं। तब आई वॉज रिमेम्बरिंग शिल प्रभुपाद। शिल प्रभुपाद, इफ यू रिमेम्बर शिल प्रभुपाद एक्टिविटीज, ऑटोमेटिकली दैट उत्साह विल कम। और मेरी शिक्षा गुरु है, तब मेरा दीक्षा नहीं हुआ था, शिल प्रभुपाद और मेरी शिक्षा गुरु। तो शिक्षा गुरु से पूछी क्या करूं, बोले डोंट वरी, बस देखो और ढूंढो। तब तब हमें अभी भी याद है, रात को जाकर लोकपुरम में जाकर पूछा हमको एक जगह मिलेगा क्या, बोले हाँ हाँ मिलेगा। तो ऐसे करके हम बहुत सफर किए हैं। तो ये सब सफरिंग में एक ही चीज निश्चय और धैर्य देता है, वो है आपके शिक्षा गुरु, दीक्षा गुरु, शिल प्रभुपाद की टीचिंग्स। इसको हमेशा कायम रखेंगे तो कोई भी परिस्थिति, क्या अब क्या कठिन परिस्थिति कम है, नए मंदिर में भी सब परिस्थितियों को झेलने का जो स्ट्रेंथ है, वो सिर्फ डिवोशनल सर्विस अनुरागा से ही आ सकता है। तो मोमेंट आई थिंक नहीं हमने बहुत कुछ कर दिया, नहीं होगा, हमें बहुत कुछ सीखना है। प्रभुपाद, अब देखिए प्रभुपाद को कहाँ से उतने इंथुसियाज्म, कहाँ से, उनके गुरु, ये अनुरागा उनके गुरु। जब तक हम हमारे गुरु के शब्दों को नहीं सुनेंगे, उनके शब्द, उनके पद चिन्हों में नहीं चलेंगे, आप कितने सारे मुश्किलें प्रभुपाद को आए, कितनी सारी कठिनाई। प्रभुपाद की जीवनी पढ़ेंगे, एक्चुअली पढ़ना चाहिए हर भक्त को। प्रभुपाद की जीवनी को, एक छोटा बुक आता है प्रभुपाद करके, 1 सिंगल बुक, और पूरा लीलामृत भी है, वो सिंगल बुक हो सके तो परचेज करिए। प्रभुपाद की जीवनी को पढ़ेंगे तब जाकर हम कुछ नहीं उठा रहे हैं संकट, कुछ नहीं। प्रभुपाद ने बने बनाया बहुत कुछ दे दिया है। एटलीस्ट वी कैन कॉल अवरसेल्व्स इज कॉल्ड डिवोटीज, इतना तो बोल सकते हैं। इतना तो हम बोलते भी हैं, या लोग हमें पहचानते भी हैं। लेकिन जब प्रभुपाद गए थे पाश्चात्य देश में अकेले, उनके गॉड ब्रदर्स गॉड सिस्टर्स भी उनको सहयोग नहीं कर रहे थे। बस उनके गुरु का आशीर्वाद ये तीनों चीजों को बनाए रखेगा, इनफैक्ट 6 चीजों को बनाए रखेगा जो भक्ति के लिए अग्रसर होने के लिए द 6 थिंग्स आर वेरी मच इम्पोर्टेंट। ओके,
थैंक यू माता जी, थैंक यू माता जी, सो वंडरफुल एक्सप्लेनेशन। धन्यवाद, प्रणाम माता जी।
कल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यश्च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। वैष्णवेन्दु की जय।